Cool, thank you. Aloha, my name is Gail Abrina Agas, and I serve as the chair of the BOMA Hawaii Government Affairs Committee. Thank you for joining us today to learn more about the City and County of Honolulu's proposed stormwater utility. Before I begin, here's a bit about BOMA Hawaii and the Government Affairs Committee. BOMA Hawaii provides the latest updates on national and Hawaii issues impacting commercial real estate, building owners, and property managers. As our executive director, Melissa, and BOMA member Wendell mentioned, the Government Affairs Committee is a great way to learn about new laws before they are finalized and to have a direct voice in their outcome. So if this is something that interests you, I would encourage you to get involved. It's not too late. Personally, I'm in my first year of active participation, and I've gained a wealth of experience and understanding of our lawmaking process and its key players. We welcome all to the committee, no matter your level of understanding of government affairs. Join the committee or start with joining one of our regular teleconference meetings to discuss current topics of interest directly related to the commercial building industry. Now let's go to the next slide and talk about stormwater utility. This short presentation is to highlight an issue that the BOMA Hawaii Government Affairs Committee has been working on for almost a year, the City and County of Honolulu's proposal to establish a stormwater utility. A stormwater utility is intended to address a very real problem associated with predicted effects of climate change. Rain, millions of gallons of it, flushes down rooftops, streets, and other hard surfaces, collecting dirt, debris, trash, and more pollutants along the way. Then, as stormwater, it makes its way into ditches, drains, and canals that flow into streams and the ocean. Urbanization and an increase of hard surfaces that don't absorb water means much of this water runs off the mountains and land rather than percolating back into the soil, robbing our island's groundwater supply of replenishment. According to city administrators, this excess runoff can create drainage flooding issues. To identify a solution, the legislature in 2015 passed a bill recognizing that, quote, if Hawaii does not begin planning ahead, ensuring the island's supply of fresh water in the future may cost the public a great deal. That bill allows counties to set up stormwater utilities. Let's go to the next slide. The main reason that cities establish stormwater utilities is that they provide municipalities with dedicated fee-based funding available exclusively for stormwater management purposes. Unlike real property tax, where many property owners are exempt from paying tax, the stormwater utility fee would be used exclusively and only for stormwater services. The calculation of the fee would be based on the impervious surface area of each property, using satellite imagery and other documentation to calculate the number of square feet of parking or structure coverage. Credits and rebates would be available to property owners who have water runoff mitigation or have taken other steps to lessen stormwater runoff. It's important to note that the fee would be charged to all properties. This is one of the distinguishing features because city administrators feel that this is a much fairer way to spread out costs of managing stormwater, estimated to be about $90 million per year, rather than by increasing property taxes. The proposed utility does not introduce any regulation on the use of property. Already in the United States, there are more than 2,000 stormwater utilities across 39 states. Another goal of the stormwater utility is to enhance management, both on land and within the storm drainage system and streams that will ensure compliance with federal and state stormwater permit requirements and reduce the amount of pollution entering storm drains, streams, and the ocean. At present, the city lacks stable year-to-year funding to address issues and to implement solutions that will lead to significant improvements. Increasingly stringent federal EPA regulations under the Clean Water Act will require the City and County of Honolulu to ramp up its stormwater operations significantly over the next 3 to 10 years. Trained personnel are needed for outreach, inspection, and enforcement for activities around Oahu, such as auto repair shops, restaurants, and construction sites from large subdivisions to single home renovations. The personnel advise business owners, property owners, and contractors about pollution prevention permit requirements and follow up to ensure implementation. Storm drain system inspections and maintenance, including street sweeping, catch basin cleaning, stream and drainage ditch clearing, and outfall pipe inspections must be expanded and tracked comprehensively. This will require substantial investments, but will benefit the community by enabling more services to property owners and provide more proactive maintenance of the storm drainage system. Currently, the city's stormwater management services are funded by property taxpayers, the owners and renters who live in taxable properties such as apartment buildings, houses, condos, and commercial buildings. Non-taxable properties, including many federal and state facilities, do not pay property taxes to the city. These entities do pay water and sewage charges based on how much water they use. However, currently they do not pay for city-provided stormwater services. Utility fees charged for a service like stormwater management must be deposited in a dedicated restricted enterprise fund account that can only be used for a specific legally designated purpose. The Stormwater Enterprise Fund would be audited separately from other city accounts. This is considered by proponents of the utility to be a significant advantage of using a fee-based utility to fund stormwater services. BOMA Hawaii's executive director has been serving on an advisory board to the mayor to discuss issues and concerns from the commercial property owners about a stormwater utility. And our BOMA Hawaii Government Affairs Committee has participated in several community engagement meetings held by city consultants across Oahu. Currently, city administrators plan to bring a preliminary bill proposal to City Council in the summer of 2020. Given delays caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, this could be pushed back. This will be considered by council committees just like any other ordinance. Favorable action by the City Council would be followed by a process to formally establish the utility and begin operations as an enterprise fund, including the necessary administration, staffing, and billing systems. More information can be found at stormwaterutilityOahu.org or on the BOMA Hawaii website. Thank you so much for participating today, and we look forward to talking with you soon.